Hello everyone, this is Hugo from Each Month Painting, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to make a power weapon using an airbrush. First thing with doing the power weapon, a technique that I really like to use is to take a surgical glove or some kind of a latex glove and actually put it on top of the model and do a little hole in it and smack it into the model like you see here. So that way you don't have to tape the model, the whole model itself, you just have to put it on top. This one actually, since the axe is pretty big, I just wanted to put some tape here to make sure it's sealed. But technically if it's a normal blade you don't have to do that and it won't go in, so you don't have to tape the whole model, so it's pretty convenient. The colors I'm going to be using today are Game Color Dead White. Then we're gonna have some electric blue, then fading to ultramarine blue, and then finishing it off with some a night blue. So these are the colors we're gonna be using to do this this super power weapon. Okay, so first step, let me put my mask on. I hope you guys can hear me. First step is to go with some white. And go in, alright, still I'm in frame, go in and shoot the weapon white, and you want to shoot it in all angles. You want to start with white because white is actually going to give a really nice color for the blues. If you start with your blues first, especially like now the background was red, it wouldn't actually pop and make a nice, really a nice color. So you want to start in with your white. Also, because white, the more darker the color is underneath it, the harder it is to cover. But that's one thing that it's harder to do, to cover it when you're using a brush. When you're using an airbrush, you saw right now, it's really easy to cover it. So that's one thing that makes it easy when you're working with an airbrush, is to cover colors. Really easier to do it with an airbrush than doing it with a normal paintbrush. So really easy. You want to go and make a really nice white base. Cover all the areas, all the angles. Don't want to put it too much, but you want to still, you know, cover it nicely. If you want to make sure that, you know, you do a quick job, you can use an air dryer. Airbrush paint is always like really thin, so it's gonna dry really quickly, especially if you're using an air dryer, so no problem. So you want to make sure that you have a nice, clean, white base in all the areas and all the angles. So next step, we're gonna change color. Okay, so another thing I just like remember is why would you start with white also is that you're working with the blues right now. So if you start with a lighter color, you don't have to wash your hairbrush like crazy and all take it apart or put some airbrush cleaner in it. You can just rinse it in water, and then after that change your color, because it won't affect it since you're going from light to dark. So now I'm going to be using the electric blue, and I'm just going to go in and make a line in the middle. Same thing on the other side, using the electric blue. Just gonna go in and make a line in the middle. Now I actually had a little bit of messed up with the airbrush.
I hope you guys can see it really well, but make a line in the middle, covered all the angle. You know, with a power weapon, what's cool is that you can do it any way. I could have started from here being white and then on the other side being, you know, going to darker. But I wanted to do it on this angle, so I have two areas that have white. And I could have also done it another style. I could have gone and do, you know, like paint it and then put masking tape so the design is different. But I wanted to keep it simple for the video, and because that's what I want. Okay, now I'm going in and I have my night blue. And I'm gonna do the same thing. This is gonna go in. Not my night blue, my ultramarine blue, sorry. And you see, I start my airbrush, I always start my airbrush before and I test it here. Because now it's a precise work. You know, so you don't want to have it running down, you really want to be precise. If you're working with a single action airbrush, this technique is going to be really hard. You're going to have to bring your pressure down on your airbrush. And might be challenging, but if you're running a double action, you won't have that problem. It's going to be really easy for you to do it. So just want to work it out. Just make sure my graduation is nice and tidy. That's it. Now we're gonna go to the last color. Okay, now it's time for last color. So last color, night blue. Same technique as before. You just go in and And pretty much that's it. Here you go. You have a nice power weapon. What you can do after that is do some crackles and stuff. Or you can do, like I said, you can put masking tape and do another design or pattern into that if you want to. So you can tape it up and do maybe another kind of design. I'll take some pictures of other power sword I made and put it at the end of the video. But basically that's the technique you're going to be using. So hope you like it. Please subscribe. That helps a lot. And like the video. And I'll see you on the next video.